Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. We got some breaking news for those in South Bend this Saturday afternoon as Dylan Edwards flips his commitment, originally decommitted from Kansas State a couple weeks ago, and is now heading to Notre Dame. A tale as time right now, Marcus Freeman continues to absolutely dominate the 2023 class, loading up with a ton of his guys. And what's special about this is Marcus Freeman has his guys and he's using his scholarships on the guys that he wants. He's not going to the portal. He's loading up. I believe this is the 23rd commit in the 2023 class. And this guy is really special. Before we get into it, just wanted to say thank you guys for all the support. You guys have been absolutely awesome supporting the channel. I love talking ball. I love talking ball with you guys in the comment section. Happy you guys are enjoying the videos. If you do like it, consider subscribing to the channel, like the video. It helps us out a lot. Let's start talking a little bit about Dylan Edwards as the player, and then we'll get into how this program looks in the future, which is pretty damn bright. He's 5'9", 165 pounds, the number 2 player out of Kansas. You look at his national rank, and quite frankly, it's just not as high as it should be, and partially because he's 165 pounds. That's how much I weigh. That is not very heavy, but I wouldn't worry about it because this guy has what you want. When you go into a college football program, you will put on the weight once he gets into that strength program. He probably will play around 175, 180 pounds, similar to what Chris Tyree plays. And honestly, there's a lot similar between how Dylan Edwards plays and Chris Tyree plays. At the end of the day, Dylan Edwards is a guy that you want to get the ball in his hands in space. Any way you can do that, you know Tommy Rees is going to want to get this kid on the field and get him in space and let him make moves. If you go check out his highlights, the speed is good. Like the straight line speed is very special. We'll get to that. But what's really special is that short area quickness, the ability to make people miss in a phone booth and then just take it to the house. And there was a play on his highlights that he fields a punt on the 1 yard line as it's rolling back. And he just makes everyone miss, runs right by everybody on the field for a touchdown. 99-yard punt return, touchdown. This dude is really special who's not getting enough love because he's undersized. It's a tale as old as time. The NFL, the college world, they want big athletic dudes. This guy's, yes, he is undersized, 5'9", 165 pounds, but there's been a lot of really special players who are undersized. At the end of the day, if you get the ball in your hands and make people miss, that's what matters. And Dylan Edwards is going to do that. I want to talk a little bit about what he's going to play at Notre Dame. I don't even know. He's listed as a running back. And again, very similar to Chris Tyree and how Chris Tyree plays. I could see him playing a lot more in the slot because at the end of the day, as we said, you want to get this guy in space. Is he going to be the best runner between the tackles? Probably not. Can he do it? Yes. But I think where you want him is out by the boundaries, in space, and using that speed, that short area quickness to make people miss. Now, what I want to do is take a look at this class that is now the number 1 class in the country in 2023. 22, this will be their 23rd commit. And yeah, there's been a lot of negative news coming with Keon Keeley is going to decommit, Peyton Bowen going to Oklahoma. As of right now, this class is absolutely steamrolling and it doesn't show signs of slowing down. And when you look at, Brian Kelly leaves Notre Dame. Well, Marcus Freeman seems to have this program running even better. You look at what the narrative was with Brian Kelly's, I don't think I have enough talent to win a national championship at Notre Dame. He goes to LSU. What's Marcus Freeman doing? Bringing in the best talent in the country to Notre Dame. He's going to develop these players, and it's hard to argue right now, and I get it is very early. Marcus Freeman hasn't coached a regular season game yet. It's awfully hard to argue that Notre Dame isn't better off now than they were 8 months ago with Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly's a good coach. He's a damn good coach. There hasn't been many coaches who win as much as Brian Kelly. But what Marcus Freeman is doing is he's taking that Notre Dame team to that next level. Notre Dame hanging around. They were almost never outside the top 10, between 5 and 10, maybe squeaking into a playoff and then not being able to get over the hump. Marcus Freeman is changing the narrative of that. This team looks like it will be competing for national titles in the years to come. And that's largely because Marcus Freeman, quite frankly, is an absolute beauty. I say this all the time. If I was a top athlete choosing where to go to school, I'm obviously not. That's why I'm doing this. I'd want to go play for Marcus Freeman. You check out the video that they made of their jersey reveals in Las Vegas. He's just a charismatic dude that these young kids gravitate to. I would want to play for this dude. He loves ball. He has fun playing football. And the guys absolutely love him in the locker room. I'm not particularly a Notre Dame fan, but it is hard to argue about how exciting this program is going into the next 5 years. Guys, wanted to keep it short this Saturday. Hope you guys all have a good rest of your weekend. Notre Dame picks up another one, and we'll talk to y'all later.